Okay, the equilibrium point is going to be an ordered pair, point ordered pair. It's going to be x comma p. And the equilibrium point comes from, that ordered pair is going to come from the supply equation equaling the demand equation. So we're going to set these two equations equal to each other. The x coordinate is going to equal the equilibrium quantity. So how much do we need to produce for people to purchase? So for enough people to be happy. And the lowercase p, the p coordinate, is the equilibrium price. And what price is it that's going to keep people buying and not shy away from purchasing something? So for instance, let's see, if I sell face masks and I sell them for $5 a piece, I might be able to keep up with the need, with the demand, selling them at $5 a piece. If I started selling them at $3 a piece and they were really nice face masks, the demand might be really high because the price is a little bit too low. If I sold them for $10 a piece and they were nice face masks but comparable to something that someone could get for a lot cheaper, then I'd probably have a lot of face masks left over. I wouldn't be able to sell them because the demand just wouldn't be there because the price is too high. So we want to get that price right, and we want to get the quantity that we can keep up with correct as well. So the demand and supply equations for DVD player are given by we know what a DVD player is, but someday this video is going to be outdated because who's going to have DVDs anymore? I have a DVD player. I don't quite use it anymore. I'm not sure if you do. Everything is out there in the cloud. Okay, the demand and supply equations for DVD player are given by lowercase p, which is price. Okay, this is price, is equal to 195 minus 5.8x. That's your demand equation. This is the consumer. So the consumer demands a certain amount of DVD players, and the company has determined that that demand equation is equal to P equals 195 minus 5.8x. That same price, I'm going to use green again because it's the same price. This price right here is equal to 150 plus 3.2x. That's your supply equation. So this right here is the producer. So you've got a consumer and you've got a producer. These two values are equal to each other. So if P equals 195 minus 5.8x, and that same P equals 150 plus 3.2x, that means that 195 minus 5.8x equals 150 plus 3.2x. It's simple substitution. It's a system of equations, substitution. Now I'm going to solve that system. I'm going to, let's subtract the 150, which will give me what, 45. Let's add 5.8, which gives me 9. Divide both sides by 9, and I get x equals 5. What does x represent? X represents the number of units in millions. So x equals 5 million DVD players. I was going to say units, but we'll say DVD players. So the x value is 5, and the y value, or the p value, right, x comma p, the p value, it's a system of equations. I can put that 5 into either equation. I'm going to put the 5 into the second equation. So I've got p equals 150 plus 3.2 times 5. So that's going to be 150 plus, I believe this is 16, which would be 166. And what does P stand for? Well, that's price per unit. So $166 per unit. So P is going to equal $166 per unit. So the equilibrium point is 5,166, but you need to be able to explain that in terms of its real world meaning. 5 million DVD players is what the producer is going to have to produce, and they're going to have to price it at $166 per unit. That's to obtain the equilibrium point for the market of DVD players.